So, yeah, I mean, right here, I mean, I don't know what this ball screen defense is, okay? If Reed's going underneath this ball screen here, then Jalen's got to jam this screener right here. There's no resistance here from Jalen by jamming him with his body here. So now look at how far under Reed's got to go. If Jalen actually jams this screener here, then, you know, you're not giving up an open jumper like this, but you don't jam the screener at all. So now look, now you allow this player to just come off this ball screen, and Reed has to go under, a lot further under than he should have had to go, and you just give up an open jumper with that. So we want to dig in the post here. Okay, the ball's right now down low in the post right here. Okay, everybody should be dropping halfway. Okay, Jalen, get halfway. Another half step to get to about the nail. Cody, right here. Someone's got to dig at this. Look at right here. If Jalen is not going to get halfway here, all right, and just jab at this, right, clog it up, you stunt and you recover. You have time to get back out. Or Cody, okay, stunt, recover. I mean, he's not even looking at the perimeter right here. So all Cody's got to do here is just jab at this and recover back out. But you're just leaving, you're allowing this man to be on an island right here and get all the ground he needs. And by the time Cody goes to dig, it's too late, and it's a 2. 2 pressed up to the perimeter here. Let's take a look at Cody right here. Look at this right here. No, this is just, there's no need to be this pressed up to the perimeter. Another half step in with your back totally towards the baseline. So again, when this player comes here, there's no driving lane, right? You can stunt, get that dribble picked up early, recover back out. But again, there's just no need for Cody to be this pressed up to the three-point line, because look at this. Now you're not in the gaps. Look at this. Again, if he's just another half step down with his back totally to the baseline, he can stunt, get that dribble picked up early, and recover back out. But you give up a driving lane that should never be there, and you allow that player to get right to the rim for 2. So spacing on this ball screen right here. Let's get rid of this U of M Dearborn player in the corner here. Get him to the weak side of the floor and empty out the strong side of the floor. Because look at this. Rochester's icing this ball screen right here. Okay, so give Elwood space to be able to drag this big so that this big has to stay towards the ball, and now you give Reed time to roll. Because once we give Reed time to roll here, okay, now we're going to be forcing backside help, and you force this backside defender to have to step up. Now you can go short roll right from Reed to Jason G. Now Elwood, I would not have snake dribbled here. Even though there's a defender in the gaps right here, he still could take 1 to 2 solid dribbles, okay, and drag this big and give Reed time to roll. But the goal of this ball screen is just to make backside help have to step up. Once this backside defender steps up, we can go right from Reed to Jason Gigliotti for an easy 2. But Elwood tries to snake dribble originally and takes a really bad contested mid-range jumper, and you get nothing. Okay, so Cody right now is doing a good job in transition, picking up the ball here, but there's no reason for him to leave Armand. Look at this right here, okay? Where is he going? Stay with Armand. If you get cross-matched in transition, that's fine. Just stay with Armand. You can't leave him, though, and you certainly can't leave him to guard nobody. He's guarding no one right now. So now you've just left Armand for no reason, and you give up an open 3. Okay, so on this empty side ball screen, a couple mistakes. One, Elwood's probably dribbling a little bit too much coming off this ball screen right here. Okay, so he does a great job of attacking off this big's hip. Okay, but he's probably dribbling a little too much, and Jason G isn't rolling nearly hard enough. Right now, you just set the screen start to roll. Look at this. Elwood's going downhill. Why are you still at the three-point line? Okay, he should be rolling hard because all we got to do is hit you right here. And what does that do? It forces this backside defender to have to freeze. Okay, and once that happens, look at all the options we have. We either have Reed, who's going to do a good job of diving to this open space and sealing off this defender. So we're going from Jason G right to Reed right there. Okay, or if this defender gets on Reed's inside and he's not able to seal him, well, that's fine because guess what? Now Jalen Paul's going to be wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. So we have all these options, but you have to hit Jason G here, okay, so that you force this backside defender to have to step up. And you can see Elwood dribbles looks like a little too much, but Jason G isn't rolling nearly hard enough, and what ends up happening is you get a turnover. Okay, so again, you got to get in the gaps defensively. Look at Jalen right here. Once the ball gets swung to the top of the key, Jalen's got to immediately be moving his feet, okay, and getting not hugging the three-point line. Look at this right here. Why is he hugging the three-point line? Another step in with your back to the baseline, and look, now you're in the gaps. Stunt, recover. There's no driving lane here. But again, look at Jalen isn't in the gaps defensively. He's hugging the three-point line for no reason. And now look, now you allow this player for Rochester to get it right to the rim for a layup. Okay, so right here, I mean, this has got to be a short roll. Look at this. Cody does a nice job coming off this empty side ball screen, okay, and dragging this big this way. He's going to make a really nice pass to Jason G. But look at this right here. What does that do? That forces this backside defender to have to step up. So right now, Reed's got to be seeing that, okay, and Reed has to dive hard. If you occupy this defender, you got to make sure you seal him off, and Jason G's got to know that, look what we have here. Reed, you got to dive here, okay, and we're either hitting Reed for a layup, or you're occupying this defender. Now Elwood's wide open for a catch-and-shoot three. But Jason G should not be looking to score here. Okay, be a playmaker, see the weak side of the floor. And Reed's got to do a much better job of cutting. He doesn't even move really there. Okay, because if you cut, you're either going to be wide open or you take this defender with you, and Elwood's open. But you can see Jason G tries to score here, which is not the move, and you end up getting nothing out of it. Again, you got to get in the gaps defensively. Look at Elwood right here. Ball's in the corner right here. Elwood, drop and be in the gaps, okay? So that Armand comes this way, you stunt, you recover back out in plenty of time. You can't be giving up these driving lanes, though, because look what happens. You're not in the gaps defensively, so now Jason G has to step up, which he doesn't have to do if you get in the gaps and close that driving lane off, okay? And so now, look, now you end up with a deflection, and because Jason G had to go help, his man is left open for an open jumper. All right, Cody, you're picking up your dribble too early. Look at this right here. Just attack downhill. As long as you're attacking downhill, this big has to stay towards the ball, and it opens up Jason G's roll. Okay, and now pocket pass through. Okay, and now we force a backside defender to step up. Now it's short roll to Reed for a dunk. Okay, or it's short roll and Reed occupies Armand Cartwright here defensively, and now Elwood's wide open for a catch-and-shoot three. But it all starts with Cody dragging this big downhill defensively and opening up Jason G's roll so that we unlock that backside help. You can see Cody picks his dribble up way too early. You allow Rochester's defense to reset, and you're just right back into one-on-one mode. Okay, Elwood's got to make this pass. You run this empty side ball screen. Look at this right here. Get this ball through, because what does that do? It forces backside help. Okay, now this backside defender has to step up. Okay, and now either Damian's going to be wide open on this roll here, okay, or he occupies this defender going with him. And now you can go short roll to Jared for an open catch-and-shoot three. But you've got to make this pass through so that this backside defender has to step up, and you create that numbers advantage on the weak side of the floor. And Elwood, instead of making this pass, is going to try and make a skip pass, so now none of those backside defenders have to freeze, and you end up getting 0 out of it. All right, you got guys taking their eye off the ball right here. Watch this. So Armand's got Jared beat baseline right here. Neither Damian nor Elwood right here are seeing the ball, okay, because right now they should be getting ready to help. Okay, because once Armand turns the corner here, one of them should already have moved towards the rim so that you're ready to help. Okay, but again, they don't see the ball until late because they take their eye off. Though you can't, it's ball you, man. You can't take your eye off either for more than a second. Head on a swivel. And you can see what happens here. They take their eye off the ball for too long, and it just allows Armand to get a layup. Pretty good execution here. You run a ball screen right here and force a switch, but look at Damian right here. So you've got a great switch right here. All right, Damian's got to seal his man off, though. Look at this. Get into Armand's jersey right here and seal him off so he can't get on your inside hip. Wide body, wide base, and just seal here so that Armand can't get a deflection here. You seal him off so that Cody now can just throw it down low to you, and you're just going up for an easy 2. But look at when you don't seal him off. Now you allow him to get around you, a deflection, and it ends up being a turnover. So if you're icing this ball screen, you can't let him turn the corner right here. Jared's icing right here, okay, but Jason G's got to get up here, okay, so that this ball handler can't turn the corner. Okay, but look at Jason G. Why are you giving Armand the ability to get to the lane right here? Again, you've got it. You cannot let him turn the corner. Once you let him turn the corner, you're in trouble. You can see now the defense is scrambling, and it leads to an open 3 because Jason G didn't down that ball screen properly. All right, so this is very well executed. Great spacing. Okay, you empty out the strong side of the floor. Spencer does a nice job of dragging this big. He's going to make a nice pass through. Now, the one thing that I would quibble about here is that instead of Damian putting the ball on the floor and trying to score, you just drop this off to Jason G, and I mean, it's the easiest 2 points ever. But, you know, still, good spacing. You run the ball screen well, execute it, and it's 2 points. So this is pretty good gap defense here. Look at Jared right here, okay? He's got his back to the baseline pretty much, And now Spencer, I don't know, it looks like he might be starting to lean. You can't lean and try and cheat the screen because this player you're going to allow to just refuse the screen and get into the lane. But look at Jared. We're in the gaps defensively. You see, there's no driving lane. Jared's able to stunt, and he has plenty of time to get back out. But right here, again, what is Spencer doing? Spencer, you got to stunt at this drive. Jab, recover back out. You have plenty of time to do it. But he doesn't stunt at that drive, and now you give up a shot at the rim that they miss. But, you got a little fortunate there. So good gap defense originally, not so great the second time. All right, so first of all, Spencer can do a much better job defending this cross screen right here, okay? Get attached to your man setting the screen and jam this player coming through, okay, so that Damian has time to get on the other side. You don't really jam that player at all coming through, so now look at where you're letting him catch the ball. That's way too low, okay? So that's the first mistake. The second mistake is, look, so the ball's in the post here. Spencer, get halfway. Like right here, once he puts the ball on the deck, dig in the post. Stunt, recover back out. Okay, but look, nobody gets halfway to the post, and look what happens here. Now you're just letting this player here have all the time and space he needs. Elwood, too. I mean, again, drop halfway. Get halfway between the post up and your man. Someone's got to be digging here. Okay, you didn't defend the cross screen how you're supposed to, but now you have the opportunity to get a post dig and make life easier on Damian defending down low. But you can see no one gets halfway to dig in the post. You let him catch the ball way too low anyways, and it leads to an easy layup. All right, so again, you got to get halfway. Look at this. Ball's in the post right here. Where's everyone going? Look at this. He's put the ball on the floor. Spencer, drop halfway. You're halfway between the post and your man. Elwood, halfway between the post and your man. Someone's got to dig here, okay, and get this dribble picked up early. But look at this. We're leaving Damian again on an island, having to go one-on-one in the post without any post digs, right? Spencer right here should get to about the nail, okay? And now he can jab at this post up and get right back out to the three-point line and get that dribble picked up early. But you leave Damian on an island again, and you give that big for Rochester all the space to operate, and it ends up being a two-shot foul. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with this flare screen right here, okay? Like right now, if you're Jalen, you see your man setting this flare screen, okay? You got to call it out. And it looks like he might be calling it out. If he is calling it out right now, Spencer, you got to get up and over the top early and cheat up over this flare screen, okay? Because, you can't get hit with it. Jalen, right now, it's clear that this player is about to set a flare screen. So this has got to get called out, and once it gets called out, Spencer's got to know, okay, I need to get up and over the top early so I don't get hit with it. But you can see what happens. Spencer doesn't get up and over the top early, so he gets nailed with this flare screen, and it leads to an open three. Okay, so again, you want to get into this ball screen earlier. There's only 4 seconds on the shot clock right here. But look at the options you have. Okay, first of all, spacing. This player in the corner gets to the weak side of the floor, so Elwood has space to drag this big. But right here, if there was, again, there's only 4 seconds on the shot clock, but Elwood take 2 solid dribbles this way, and look at the options you have. Okay, you can, Jason G can, at the right time, pocket pass through after 2 solid dribbles of dragging this big. And now you can hit Jason G for an open mid-range jumper, or again, if backside help steps up, bang, you can go to the corner, or if backside help steps up and we have a cutter going, we can get a dunk out of it. But again, you want to run this ball screen with more time on the shot clock so Elwood can drag this big, give Jason G time to roll, and create those different options. But instead, you run the ball screen late and you jack a pretty bad jump shot there. So this is out of a baseline out of bounds. You got a cross screen coming here. What is Jalen doing right here? Okay, again, you got to stay attached to your man. Okay, so that when this player comes through, you're jamming him as he comes through so Damian has time to get on the other side. But you're not showing. Look at how Jalen shows. And the problem with that is that right now his man goes from setting a cross screen to coming off of a down screen right here. So now you're showing, okay? So look at the separation here. Again, if you just do what you're supposed to, okay? Cross screen coming right here. Look at right now. Okay, there's the cross screen. You're staying attached, and just as this player comes through, you're jamming him as he comes through so that Damian has time to get on the other side. But you're staying attached as you jam him as he comes through. You're staying level to where the screen is. But on a cross screen, you can't show like this Because look, you're showing here, and now Armand's going to then just go immediately from setting that cross screen to coming off a down screen, and you don't have any time to get there. Look at the separation there. Again, if you stay where the screen is attached to your man, and that's where you jam him coming through, there's no separation. You can just chase coming off this down screen, and you're not giving up an open three. Okay, so this is in transition here, and you got to be ready to defend this ball screen. Look at this. This is Elwood and Cody in this ball screen, so this should be an easy switch. But what's Cody doing? Where's he going? He's right here, his man setting a screen. You got to be ready to defend this ball screen like it's a slow down, half-court, regular ball screen in a set that Rochester's running. And if you're switching the screen, you absolutely cannot sag like this. You have got to get up to the screener so that when Armand comes off this screen, you're just ready to guard him straight up one-on-one. But he sags, he's not ready to switch, so they set the screen, and Armand's open for three. So you run a ball screen right here, and Jalen's going to do a nice job of passing through. Okay, but again, this is just the case of Damian. Don't be trying to score through someone. Okay, you know that this defender is coming from the weak side of the floor. So you know that someone's going to be wide open on the weak side of the floor. Now, Cody's got to be cutting here. Okay, see, once Damian catches this, look at this. Damian, you just got to catch and get this basketball to Cody for a wide open layup. Don't try and score through a defender. You know someone's wide open. But instead, Damian tries to score through a defender instead of making that pass, and you get zero. Not proper technique defending away from the ball. Look at Jalen right here. His back is to the sideline. No, your back should be towards the baseline. One, because you want to be in the gaps defensively, but two, then you can't get beat back door. Look at this. Because Jalen's back's to the sideline like this, now you let Armand beat you back door. And so now you're going to get lost because you just got beat back door. So Armand's going to flip going from cutting back door to coming off of a down screen, and you're lost because you got beat back door, okay? And now you just let him come off a down screen, and you're in no position to chase coming off that down screen, so you give up a three. And everything happened there because, look, because Jalen right now didn't have his back to the baseline. When your back's to the sideline, you're susceptible to getting beat back door, and now because he's out of position, he's in no position to chase coming off the down screen, and it's an open three. So again, you have to cut here when your man's in backside help. Look at this right here. Why is Spencer standing here? Get ready to go and cut, because once Jason G catches this ball, you should be right on the block ready to lay this in. Okay, look at this. Jason G catches this. Why are you out here? You should be cutting and in this paint area, because look at this. We're either dropping this off to you here for a layup, okay, or you're going to occupy this defender with you, and now Jalen's going to be wide open for three. Look, when everybody just stands on the perimeter right here, now this player can guard two different players offensively. But if this player cuts, okay, now look, now Spencer's either wide open or you suck this defender in with you, and now Jalen's open for three. But Spencer's got to cut when his man is all the way over helping like this. He can't stand at the three-point line. And when that happens, now Jason G's got to put up a shot through traffic. He doesn't get it, and you end up with nothing on this. So again, missing opportunities by not cutting. Look at Jalen's going to blow by his man and get to the rim here. Look at Spencer. Okay, his man, you got to see what your man's doing. Because look at this. Once Jalen blows by his man, look, his man is clearly getting ready to help. So you have to cut. You have to cut. Because look, once Jalen gets to the rim here, you should be right here. And we're either, again, dropping this to you for a layup, or you suck this defender in, and this three is still there. But let's see if we can get something easy at the rim. Don't stand, okay? Your man just went to go help. Cut. Be right here so we can drop this to you, or you suck this defender in, you occupy that defender, and the three-point line is still there. But let's see if we can get something easy. But instead, when you stand at the three-point line, you know, now the only option we have is a three-pointer, and when we don't get it, now we get nothing. So again, same thing. When Jason G beats his man here, look at Cody right here. When your man steps up, Cody's got to dive to this open space and make sure he's sealing off this defender. Okay? Because we want to have the option here. Give Jason G look at how you're letting this defender here get on your inside hip. That's why you got to seal him off right here. Let's give Jason G the option right here to you on a great seal here to just hit you down low for an easy two. Okay? You got to seal him though, because look at how you let this defender now get on your inside hip. Again, Jason G on this drive is being met with your defender here. So instead of making Jason G have to score over somebody, Why can't you, once you see your man go help like this, dive to this open space, wide body, wide base, and seal off this defender so that Jason G can just drop it to you, and it's either an easy 2, okay, or Jason G can hit Jalen for a wide open catch and shoot 3 there, okay? But instead, you make Jason G try and score through traffic, and you end up with 0 again. So yeah, it's about spacing here. You run this ball screen, get Cody to the weak side of the floor. Look at how open this roll is. Rochester's in drop coverage here. They drop the big and they fight over the top. So Elwood does a great job of attacking downhill and engaging this big to have to step up. Okay? And look at how open this roll would be, but since Cody's there, we got a backside defender right here for Rochester. So again, if Cody gets to the weak side of the floor and you've emptied out the strong side of the floor, now this just becomes basically a 2-on-1 here. This player here for Rochester is behind the play. So once you get this big to commit, Jason G's roll is going to be wide open for a layup. But because Cody clogged up the strong side of the floor, now Elwood's got to fling up a contested runner, and you end up not getting anything. So you can't lean here. Look at Elwood right here. It looks like, is Elwood trying to ice this ball screen here? This ball screen between Elwood and Jalen seems very switchable. But, either Elwood's trying to ice this ball screen, so Jalen needs to get underneath and down it, okay, or Elwood is trying to cheat this screen and anticipate the screen. See how he's leaning this way? So when that happens, all you're going to allow Armand to do is just refuse the screen and get right into the lane. So either Elwood is icing the screen and Jalen needs to be getting underneath to down it, okay, or Elwood's trying to fight over the top of this screen early by leaning this way, and when you do that, when you try and fight over a screen early before the screen actually gets set and the ball handler comes off it, now Elwood's just going to refuse the screen and get right into the lane for an easy layup. So this is kind of an awkward-looking screen, but it's effective because, look, he got the defender off balance. The spacing's good, so Jalen has room to get into the lane. But the big key here is, look, Jalen gets in the lane and draws this help defender. So what happens? Jason G does not stand still. He dives to this open space here, okay? And because he dives to that open space, look, he's able to catch and go right up for a layup. Okay, again, so where's the post dig right here? Throwing the ball down low, okay? Right here, the ball's down low. Jalen, get halfway. Your man's going to set a screen right here. Okay, he's not even looking. Right here, look at balls on the floor. You need to be knowing what's happening in the post, dropping, and right here, dig. Dig right now. Your man's going to set a screen. Wonderful. Get this dribble picked up, though. This big's been destroying you of M Dearborn all night. You've got to, again, you're halfway, and you're just jabbing at it. It's a quick jab to get that dribble picked up, and you recover. But look at how long Jalen waits to dig in the post. You've let him take 3 dribbles now, and by then it's just way too late. You've let him get too low, and it just leads to an easy 2. All right, so Cody can't pull his dribble back here. All right, Damian sets a nice screen, but look at one more dribble this way and pocket pass through. Okay, now Damian can either, open mid-range jumper, or if he attacks the rim here, okay, maybe he is able to draw a foul, or if this defender steps up, then Jason G right here, or I don't know if that may be Reed, I don't know I can't see who that is, but that cutter there is wide open in that dunker spot. But again, Cody needs to take one more dribble, keep this big at the ball a little bit longer, give Damian a second to roll, pocket pass through, and now all those opportunities happen. But Cody picks up his dribble way too early. You allow the defense to reset. And look, now you just jack a contested 3 and you get nothing. So yeah, this is just a horrible route Elwood takes here. Look at this. So you ice this ball screen right here. Jason does a good job downing it, okay? But right here, look at this. Right now, where's Elwood going? Get back over the top, okay, and go towards the ball. But he's going to start going down low. And when that happens, now look, now you're going to get screened by the roll man. See, right here, you got screened. Okay, bang. Right back to the ball handler. Where's Elwood going here? He's going underneath. Okay, so now he's going to get screened by the screener on his roll, and now you're just giving up a wide open 3. Okay, so you can't guard no one here, all right? Jared's guarding the middle of the zone right here, which is fine. When a skip pass is made here, Damian's going to step up until Jared bumps him back down. But look what happens here, okay? Jared now gets over here, bumping Damian back down, but Damian, you got no one in your zone right here. Like, you can't guard no one. You cannot guard air. Okay, either when you get bumped over, you got to get bumped over to the middle of the zone, or Jason's going to step up. This gets communicated. Jason steps up, and Damian then takes this area of the zone. But look at Damian's bumping down into nothing. Whenever you bump down, whenever you're guarding air, whenever you're guarding nothing, you leave something, right? When you're guarding no one, you leave someone. And right here, that leaves the middle of the zone wide open. So now you're forcing Jason to have to guard two people right here. Cody can't slide down here because now this player is going to be wide open, okay? So now you force Jason G to have to guard two people, and when you're guarding two people, that really means you're guarding 0 people, and you can see it just leads to a layup. Okay, again, you can't stand. Damian has got his man. Rochester's fronting the post. Jason G makes a great entry pass, but look at this. Look at Elwood. Don't stand. Your man is clearly getting ready to be in backside help cut. So now look, Damian can just catch, turn right here, and look, you should just be right here. And we're just dropping this to you for an easy 2. But look what happens. Elwood just stands out at the perimeter, so now Damian doesn't have that option, and he's got to, score through traffic, and you get nothing. Okay, so you're in the zone. All right, now Damian's guarding the ball in the corner here, which is good in this zone. Okay, so the ball's going to get thrown here. Okay, but look at, where's Damian going? You have a man in the corner of the zone here. Elwood is guarding the wing. Okay, so just stay home in the corner. Again, Jason's doing a good job guarding the post. Jared should probably be doing a little bit better job denying the middle there. Here, I mean, if when this player comes this way, Jared wants to step up and Elwood wants to guard the nail, then that's fine. But really, the point is what's Damian doing here? Where's he going? He's backing off. Look at where he's backing off to. Why? Stay. You have a man in your area of the zone. Stay with them. Now, Jared's got to do a better job here of denying the middle here. I mean, this pass is too easy to make. But I just don't understand where Damian's going here. And look, so now, because he just sagged off of Armand there, look, now he's got to rush to get back out there, and so he's out of position, and he gives up an open 3. So, yeah, I mean, this is just a really basic problem here. We have 3 people doing one thing in the zone, okay? I mean, Cody can easily stay home in the corner here, and Jason and Damian can guard the ball here. I mean, when Cody steps up here, though, okay, when you have 3 people guarding the ball, there's just going to be spaces all open in the zone. I mean, Armand is open here. This player in the corner is wide open. Okay, you've also got Jared sealed, trying to defend a big in the post. You just cannot have 3 people guarding the ball right here. When the ball gets swung to the wing, like if you're Cody, okay, trust that Jason is going to be able to step up over here, and you can stay in the corner here. But again, when you have 3 people doing one thing in a zone, you're just allowing for openings everywhere, and in this case, it's just a wide open corner catch and shoot 3. Got to get in the gaps defensively. What's Matt doing here? I mean, he's going all the way out to the 3-point line. You got Armand Cartwright with the basketball in the corner here. Okay, you should be kind of cheating in just a little bit, and if he comes this way, you got to be ready to jab at this. Stunt, recover. You don't have to move, right? You just stunt, get that dribble picked up, and you have plenty of time to get back out to the 3-point line. But Matt has not playing the gaps defensively at all. Look at this. What is Matt doing right here? You've got to clog the striving lane up. Stunt, recover to the 3-point line. You don't, so you let Armand get right to the rim, and when everybody goes to contest, Armand's able to get it back, and it's an and 1. All right, Jalen's got to come much tighter off this ball screen. Look at this. There's way too much space right here between Jalen and the screener. Okay, Rochester's in drop coverage here, so you make this way too easy for this defender to fight over the top of the screen when you don't come tight off the ball screen. Jalen's got to be pretty much rubbing shoulders right here with the big right here so that he actually has to fight over the top. See, look at this. Look at how easy it is for that defender to fight over the top of the screen because of all that space. We should have a 2-on-1 here, right? Between Jalen, I can't see if I think that's Jason setting the screen, or I can't see if that's Jason or Reed, and against this big for Rochester. This player here should be behind the play because he had to fight over the top of the screen. When you don't come tight off this ball screen like this, and you leave this space for him to fight over the top of, it's way too easy for him to do that. Now he's back in the play, and now we don't have this little 2-on-1 here. Okay, and you allow that defender back in the play, and now you've got to end up resetting your offense. Now, so on this press, I mean, if you're trapping here, Cody cannot let him turn the corner here. Okay, look at this. Cody's got to bring him to the middle because if Jalen's coming to trap right here, you cannot let this ball handler turn the corner. Okay, right here, Cody right now has got to be keeping him away from the sideline. You got to bring him to the middle of the floor where your trap is coming. Because again, if this ball handler turns the corner, you're done. Okay, and now, you let him turn the corner and now it's over. It's just going to be an easy layup. So the spacing isn't great for this ball screen, but again, Rochester's icing the ball screen here. Okay, and instead of Cody taking a mid-range jumper here, again, drag this big, one more dribble, two more dribbles. Give Jason a little bit more time to roll here, okay? And then pocket pass through, and we either have a wide-open mid-range jumper, or Jason can attack the rim if he draws help here. Damian's wide open in this dunker spot. But again, if you want to drag this big, give Jason time to roll, and we can get wide-open looks. Instead, Cody's going to jack a contested mid-range jumper, and you don't score off of it. So Jalen in this backside help, you want to get here early, okay? You ice the ball screen right here. On this pick and pop for Rochester, though, look at this. Jalen's got to move right now. You don't want to let this pass get made, okay? When you're a beat off moving in this backside help, look at how long he still really didn't have it started moving. This pass should not get made. Once you see that you set up in this ice, like right here, you got to split the difference. You should be starting to already cheat over here. Because again, on this pick and pop, now when this pass gets made, this should either be a steal, okay, or the pass doesn't get made at all. But you got to move, and he's late to move, so now look. Now you do a nice job of Xing out here. You do a pretty nice job of Xing out here. Cody's going to rotate up, and then Damian's going to go all the way to the corner. But Jalen really should not have allowed that pass to get made and giving up an open look like that.